Welcome back to my channel. I don't know how you got here, but I am so glad you're here. I hope you stick around and smash that subscribe button if you're new here, and also hit that notification bell located beside subscribe. Make sure it's highlighted to all, that way you'll be notified whenever I upload. Did you catch Sister Wives Season 19 Episode 2 last night on TLC? If you did not, don't worry, I got you covered with a full recap. And if you did, let's discuss, because there was a lot to discuss. And be sure you stay tuned. We will be discussing different topics that was discussed and that we did watch in this episode. We'll be discussing it all week, along with some teasers for the upcoming episode. So if that's not a reason to subscribe if you haven't already, I don't know what else to tell you. Now, let's just get into this recap. We start this episode in Utah. Janelle and Maddie's kids are leaving Christine and Truly at their house to go look at some land in Montana. And we see Janelle hugging Truly, telling them bye. Y'all, the relationship between these sister wives, specifically Janelle and Christine, just warm my heart. And their kids, I absolutely love it. I love it. Also love the fact that Christine is walking Truly to school. This right here, so good. So good for Christine. She got out of that toxicity in Flagstaff. It's also much better, I'm sure, for Truly's mental health to be out of the toxicity and the stress. And seeing her mama and all that stress. She's seeing her mama happy. Looks like Truly is happy. Come on now. Come through with the happiness. But look, on the drive with Maddie and Janelle, they start talking about Coyote Pass, of course, because Maddie brings up the fact. She's like, well, what's the deal with the Coyote Pass property? Because, see, Maddie don't know. Maddie don't talk to Cody. Oh, we'll get into that because they discuss all the things. So Janelle starts giving her the layout, basically. She's giving her all the details. She's telling her all about it. She says, look, basically they're trying to explain that the payment on the property is due, and if they don't pay it, the guy will take back all the land. Janelle tells Maddie that Cody keeps giving excuses, and in pops Cody in a confessional. He said he's not telling Janelle any of his plans because he don't trust her and don't want to feed the gossip mill. Then Maddie suggests that her and Caleb come in and finance the remaining 4 acres. And she said, well, I'm going to turn around and sell it. Y'all, I fell out laughing. Me, that's what I would say. Then Janelle goes there. She said, well, we all as a family put money into Robyn's house, and now what? And then pops Robyn in on a confessional trying to explain that her house was supposed to be just an asset for the whole family as a whole. And then had the nerve to say, well, when Janelle says we owe her, I don't know what she's talking about or how you divide that. I'm confused. Well, we're all confused, Robyn. Why you stay confused? We all know you're not confused. Then, y'all, back to Janelle and Maddie in the car ride. Janelle throws Robyn all the way under the bus. And I was living for it. She said, look, I see all their expensive artwork on the wall. Because she said Cody is in debt. That's why he keeps saying that he's not going to pay. He can't pay off the property right now. He's in debt. Maddie says, well, what other debt? And she said, well, look, I ain't going to pretend like I ain't seen the artwork on the wall, okay? No, when Robyn's over like this, what artwork are you talking about? We've all dissected, us fans and viewers have all dissected that artwork. Thousands of dollars worth of artwork on Robyn's walls. Robyn's like, I'm confused. And then I guess he was trying to explain the debt. I don't know, because Cody pops in and says, well, I've always got the cars for the kids. Like, I don't know why that was thrown in there. But I will say thank you, editing department at TLC and this show. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I picked up on that. Did y'all pick up on that? And then Janelle said she's also always noticed how Robyn's yard was always finished. Her backyard's always finished and nice. And Cody made sure basically that all of Robyn's wants were met. And then Robyn was talking about mine and Cody's money was always separate. Robyn said she learned how to budget her money through experiences with her ex. Girl. And then the topic of Maddie and the kids and the relationship that they don't have with Cody comes up. They start talking about how Maddie's kids don't even know who Cody is. Janelle said Maddie and Caleb don't have a relationship with Cody at all. They don't speak. Robyn says, of course, she encourages Cody to have a relationship with all of his kids, but it's a two-way street. They don't call him. Then Cody's got the nerve to say, well, used to, every time I spoke with Maddie, she was just fishing for gossip, and I got tired of it. Really, dude? That just made you sound like even more of an a-hole to me, in my opinion. That is your kids. That is your kids. Who gives a rip what they're talking about? That's your kids, dum-dum. Good Lord. This is why so many people get triggered watching Cody and Robyn. Because, let me stop right there. We only on episode 2. Lord have mercy. Okay, I gotta get off that subject right there. So Janelle and Maddie get to the property in Montana, and it was so beautiful. So beautiful. But they did look at the 40 acres and then come to realization that the closest, nearest town was like a 40-minute drive or something like that. I don't know if they said 40 miles or 40 minutes. There was a lot of 40 in there. Okay, it was 40 acres. Then you had a 40-minute drive or 40-mile drive to town. I don't know. But Janelle was talking about how that wasn't even, basically a feasible plan because they got the kids and they didn't want to be driving the kids 40 minutes one way to school and then doing that multiple times a day, which is understandable. But hey, can I get some relatableness here? My daughter currently goes to school like 20, 30 minutes away from me. I mean, that is what it is around here in these parts. When you live in the boonies off the grid, that's how it is, Janelle. I don't know, Janelle wants to live close to town, but not close to town. I don't know, girl. You're going to have to do a little tiebreaker there, but maybe she did. She found her happy medium now in North Carolina. But anyway, back to this episode. So basically, that's why the Montana property didn't work out, because it's just too far from town. But speaking of kids, I love the scenes with most of the kids hanging out, having dinner, laughing, all the good feels. I absolutely love it. It's a good feeling. Seeing all these kids connect, get along, have fun, spend time together, that's a beautiful thing. Maddie, McKelty, Isabel, Hunter, Christine, then Peyton came in late, but everybody gathered at Aspen and Mitch's, where Peyton revealed, while they was eating, that he got a job as a bouncer at a gentleman's club. Everybody seemed shocked, but was very supportive. Aspen and Mitch even was talking about, hey, well, we gonna come up there. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Christine in the confessional says this was a very different Utah that she was raised in. But hey, she's here for it because her kids are happy and they're all living individual lives, experiencing life. And as long as they're happy, Christine says she's good. I love that. Beautiful, beautiful way to look at things. Then they went to commercial break, and I guess it had been a few days or a few weeks or whatever. Back in Flagstaff, Christine goes over to meet with Janelle. Just Christine and Janelle. They immediately jump right into the Coyote Pass conversation. Janelle says she's always wanted to build on Coyote Pass, but she realized she can build somewhere else. She says they got to pay off the property, and she might have to lawyer up. Christine explains that when you end a spiritual marriage, you just end it. Cut it off. There's no legality behind it. No legal marriage, so no big issue. Just done. Janelle basically agreed, but Janelle says she does still believe in the faith. The faith part of it. Cody said he's not interested in the former faith, but he's also not going to disparage it. So basically what they was talking about was Janelle was going to have to lawyer up, she felt like, because her and Cody were never legally married, so there was never, a divorce, a legal divorce, so you couldn't split up the assets and split up all those things like would normally happen in a divorce. Basically, that's why Janelle was talking about lawyering up. Then here comes Meri. Cody says that Meri called him and told him that she was going to meet with the church about a release because that's what they needed to do. And Cody said in a confessional, and then they showed him, like, at his house. I guess that was his confessional. Him and Robyn sat, look on the porch. Look at that view. I just want to tell y'all something. That view right there, OMG. I would be recording this video right now if I lived there from that porch. But anyway, Cody basically says, look, whatever she needs to do, because he said he don't believe in the church BS no more. But he ain't going to argue with her because he said that's all she wants to do is argue. And that's all she's ever wanted to do from the jump. He said, look, it's been over between us 4 years. Child, he didn't lie. He did not lie. I'm over here like, well, hey, he didn't lie. Now, look, I want to point out, when they flash scenes of Cody working on that SUV, is that not Christine's Flagstaff home? I thought they sold that home. Hello? I want y'all to look and pay attention to that house. That is Christine's Flagstaff home. So why is he still there in the yard if she sold the home? I'm confused. Can somebody clarify? And whose SUV? And why are you in the yard of somebody else's home if they sold it to somebody else's home? Unless Christine still owns it. Ooh. Anyway, back to this episode recap. I just want to know, did y'all notice that? Did y'all notice that? We're going to talk more about it later on this week. So be sure you comment below if you noticed it. Look! I'm telling you, it's Christine's yard, Flagstaff home. Do we need to Google pictures, go back and compare? Don't make me. Y'all know I will. Anyways, Cody said he never intended on leaving the wives. They kicked him out. He said, I didn't kick myself out of their homes. They kicked me out. Then he says, I'm not playing the victim card. Okay, it just is what it is. Then, per usual, he used that moment to praise Robyn and explain for the millionth time, like we ain't already heard and don't already know Robyn's loyal. That's why he's loyal to her. I don't know. I'm over it. But look, when the topic of the Christmas text came up between Janelle and Christine, in pops Robyn's puppets, a.k.a. her kids, her daughters specifically, the oldest daughters, in a confessional. These two right here, I can't stand these two. And let me tell you why. Because they always talking smack in a confessional about somebody else, blaming somebody else, point fingers with this crooked face, with this look like you trying to poop or something. Girl, you look constipated. Why is Robyn's daughters all look constipated? Because they all look like her. Because they all trying to spew that BS that we ain't buying. Like, every time these two speak, bullshit alert. They were trained well by their mother. I'm just saying, an adoptive father. Don't get me. I can't with these people. But let me tell you what they had the nerve to do, these two girls right here. Having the nerve to say, talking about their strained relationship with their siblings, they gonna blame the parent. They said, well, the parents, knowing they was talking about the other mamas, they think the parents could have done a better job at making sure all the kids had a better relationship. I can't stand Robyn or her kids at this point. Like, I can't. I'm talking about these two, Brianna and Aurora. I can't stand them two. This is why. This is why. How old are y'all? How old are y'all? Old enough to know better? Old enough to use a cell phone? Okay, well, call your siblings. Is your mommy controlling that too? Grow up. I got to get off these two. They do me that. That's how Robyn and Cody do me. See, when people irritate you, y'all, that's the devil. I'm like, not today, Satan. Back to Christine and Janelle. Can we please just see Janelle and Christine and their kids? Like, at this point, TLC, Sister Wives show, please. 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 Oh, please. Let me see Christine and Janelle. I was going to say it. I was going to sing it, y'all. Let me run that donkey. Let me run that donkey. It's Monday. Hey. But anyway, y'all, this episode, I could not. With Aurora and Brianna, they ruined it. Okay, ruined the whole episode. But I will say, the only part that saved this episode for me was Christine, Janelle, and their kids. Per usual. per usual. I'm wondering if that's going to be the census for this whole season. Probably. At some point, TLC and this show will read the room and give us a spinoff with the characters and the cast that we want to see. Still ain't seen not one fan of Cody and Robyn. I'm telling you, these reality shows, they don't have to have a villain. This is not a sitcom or a movie. This is a reality show. Okay, they ain't always got to be a bad person. What was your main takeaway from this episode? Would love to know. Don't forget to like and share this video. Let's get the discussion going. I really would appreciate it if y'all subscribed if you haven't already. Also, hit that notification bell located beside subscribe. Make sure it's highlighted to all. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload. Did you see Janelle made a big announcement this weekend about her new business venture with Maddie and Caleb? If not, stay tuned. I have a video rundown about that. We're going to go through the website. We're going to go talk about the new business, what it is, what they're doing. We're talking about all the things. So be sure you subscribe and stay tuned. I got a lot more on the way. I love you for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video or in the comments below. Don't forget, you can catch up with Sister Wives exclusively on TLC.